let's get started, fam. Alright. Boxing for beginners, lesson 1. Before you even know how to throw a punch, you need to know how to get your feet under you. You need to have the right stance. If you're right-handed, your right hand dominant, your right hand goes back. Your power hand is your backhand. Whichever hand is back, that's your power hand, and it should be your dominant hand. If you're in this stance here, you're called an orthodox. If you're left-handed, you switch stance. Your left leg is back. This is called southpaw. Now, when you get in your stance, for me it's orthodox, you keep your hands up around your cheeks area. The second step now is to move. It's how you should move your feet when it comes to forwards, backwards, left and right. All right, now you got angles on my feet. Now, to move forward, whichever leg is in that direction that you're moving, that's the leg that moves first. Make sure you keep your hands up so you get into the practice of keeping your hands up and guarding your face. Now, if I want to go forward, my front leg moves first, then it's my back leg. To move backwards, my back leg first, then my front leg. Forward, backwards. Now, forwards, backwards. Forwards, backwards. To move left and right, it's the same thing. Whichever legs go that way, whichever legs is going that direction, that's the way you move first. So if I want to move left, my left leg moves like this, then my right leg follows like this. If I want to move right, my right leg follows, then it's my left. Forward, backwards, left, right. And from the southpaw position, it's the same thing. To move forward, right leg, left leg. To move backwards, left leg, right leg. To move left, left leg, right leg. To move right, right leg, left leg. That's the essentials of how to move, go forwards, backwards, left and right. If you can't get your feet under you, there's no point in boxing. You can't generate no power, you can't move, you don't have any defense, you can't help yourself. The whole point of boxing is to give yourself advantage, is to give yourself an edge over other people. Boxing, you're made from the ground up. You're not made from punching first and then going down. It's all about starting with your feet, moving with your feet comfortably, left and right. Then you can get onto pivots and start throwing combinations. Now that you know how to move forwards, backwards, left, right, I want to show you how to throw a jab. Now again, all your punches, they start from your feet, yeah? Let me get back so you can see my feet. All your punches start from your feet, it starts from the ground. Now when you throw a jab, there's a small step into it. I'm gonna over exaggerate it, but it's a step twist. You twist your body into your punch like this. Now, it's not gonna be as big of a twist because you don't have that type of rotation you do with your backhand, with your power hand. Like you can rotate all the way this way, but with this you can only rotate so far. Keep your hands up. You're gonna step on the balls of your feet. You step like this. Don't step like this, you're gonna hurt yourself. This is not how you do it in a fight, yeah? Sorry, this is not how you throw a punch. You don't step like this, you step like this. Step down, yeah? The reason you step on the balls of your feet is because your big toe is made for shock absorption. Your heels are not. Your heels are more for deceleration, not for shock absorption. Now, when you're throwing your jab, you're gonna step, twist slightly into your punch, extend your arm out. You're not gonna flick your elbow like this. You're not gonna flick your elbow like this. That's not how you do it. You're gonna open up, you're gonna go straight, you turn your hand over. Don't punch like this, punch like this. Punch like this. Step, step, step forward, step back. Step forward, step back. That's the basic technique to throw a jab. That's the basic technique to throw a jab. So you step forward and you kind of put your hips into it and make sure your shoulders kind of rotate a little bit into it. It's a chain reaction, it's a flow. It starts this and it comes out like that. These are 14-ounce gloves, yeah, don't judge me. When you're throwing the jab, it's the same thing. You step, everything twists, and you turn into that punch and you twist your hand over. The reason you twist your hand over is just that little bit extra speed, that little bit extra power that goes into it from the twisting. When you punch the bag, don't push the bag like this. The bag's not made for pushing. It's made for punching, really. So make sure you don't push, right? Make sure you don't tap the surface and don't actually get in there. When you're punching, imagine you're trying to make a hole through the bag. But you're not punching it, you're trying to punch on the other side, right? So instead of pushing the punch, instead of pushing it, you use your speed, you step into it like we've been talking about, and you turn everything over, and you should get a snappy little jab. It'll be something like this, right? When you punch to the head, this is where someone's head's gonna be. So when you're punching, punch up, punch middle, punch down. So up, middle, down. It's the same thing. But I'll show you a normal jab again. Keep your other hand up for defense. Remember, step, everything twists into that bag, your shoulders, your hips especially, and make sure you step. Punch the bag, bring your hand back to your face as quick as possible. Quick. Short, snappy. You don't want to waste time with it, okay? It's quick, in and out. You want to deal with the damage, get out as soon as possible. When you're punching, you can jab, and you can step back too. Or you can jab, step forward. Right, do that again. Something like that. But over the course of a period of time, I'll teach you how to use your power hand. Short, snappy, comes from the hips, and you shoot it a bit like a sniper. It's supposed to be precise. You're not pushing the bag, you're not leaving the bag as soon as you touch it. It's jab, bring this back to your face, right? Jab, bring it back to your face. Just to summarize everything, make sure your first step is to get in the correct stance. If you're right hand dominant, you're in the orthodox stance. Your right leg is back. If you're left hand dominant, your left side is back. Your left hand is back. That's your bower hand. Number 2, to move forward, whichever foot corresponds to the direction you're moving, that's the foot that you should move first. If you're moving forward, it should be your front leg, whichever one is the front leg. That's the one that moves forward first. And then your back leg follows. So if you're moving left, your left leg moves first and your right leg follows, vice versa. Just flip it over to your right side or going backwards too. Your third and last step, throwing that jab. When you're throwing that jab, don't forget to step, don't forget to turn everything over, put your hips into it, and yeah, you get a solid snappy punch. Thanks for watching.